missed out for a couple of months.
You get that done a lot, the Paralympics.
Yeah. So yeah, I tell the girl all about my Paralympic journey, and now it's just my Paralympic days. But obviously I won't be having long ones for competition, this is just during training. I'm Amy Truesdale, I'm a K44 plus 58 kilogram Taekwondo athlete, and I'm kicking my way to Tokyo 2021 and hopefully going to be the first person to make history and become Paralympic champion.
Session. Now we're going to go into like more of the main session, more of like a that flow and body armor, so more of like not really like blasting the pad, not looking for one direct shot. It's more like when you see a shot, find it, take it, and kind of be like continuous ripping.
Fine tuning.
Yeah. So just not the hardest session, but it can be quite tiring.
I'm Joe Lane. I'm a para taekwondo fighter, minus 75 kg, K44, and I'm currently working towards qualifying for the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics.
When I first started Taekwondo, like Paralympic Taekwondo wasn't even on my radar because I was the only person with like a disability out there. So when it was going to be an opportunity, when it finally got announced, I just thought, yeah, this is like an avenue that I want to pursue. I've achieved everything I can within the sport. So I've been world champion, European champion, still ranked #1. So it's the only other medal that I need to achieve now.
Changer, ready, let's go!
So in terms of Paralympics as a whole, like a whole movement itself, I did have a secondary school teacher, PE teacher, who made it aware to me that Paralympics was even a thing. Because before this, I didn't even know like what it was. Like when he said there's people that are like you that compete in sports, I was like, what do you mean? I didn't even think there was more people like me. You get me? So it's like, and then being from London, we had London 2012, and that was when I was at school. So we got like free tickets to go watch that, and I did get to go watch some of the para athletics while I was like when we was there at the big stadium. And for me, I saw that and I saw how many people at the stadium. I was like, wow, this is like crazy. Like this is like a professional game of football. The amount of people that are in here watching Paralympians compete, and it's not even like a finals day. It's like a qualification day. I was like, that's amazing. Like I could do that. Maybe not athletics or running, nothing like that, but I was like, I could do that, that's pretty amazing. So that kind of inspired me from then to go, wow, like I would love to be involved in para sport, like what an amazing thing this is like amazing. These people are amazing.
I think it's good that we've got training partners because obviously they motivate you, push you to get through the session. And then I think me, because I know how fast this year's gone, I'm still thinking Tokyo 21. So every session that I do is just thinking of the end goal, so that's why I've got to push myself.
I thought it was going to be an easier day. I was extremely wrong, but that's the life of kind of elite sport.
Sometimes you do have to remember like what am I here for, because it does get tough. But majority of the time it's like you have to remember how important each day is to develop to then accomplish that end goal. You have to remember like I'm not the only person that wants to win the gold medal. I'm not the only person that's going to be training today. You know, like I'm not the only person that's feeling tired today. Very important to have that in your head, but kind of like don't let it kind of like either consume you or just make you too relaxed. So yeah.
Amy.
GB! 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 I got here and I was like, that is 100% going to be flat when I get out the car. So yeah, there we go. It's a sad day. I need to get these back in the gym because that's not mine. What is that? Hey, anyone know who can put a tyre on then? Usually I'd like nip home because we're very close to the training centre where we live, so I probably would have gone for a shower, lunch and then come straight back. But no, I had to do my tyre today. It's all part of my development, so I'm just gaining another life skill.
I feel like in this place, something we've been fighting for a long time, not going to lie. Everyone here really drinks coffee, everyone loves coffee kind of thing, so I think, yeah, it's been a long time coming, but now it's here, it's like everyone's over the moon kind of thing. This is the coffee machine. So yeah, like the session I just done now, that would have needed an espresso or double espresso, but Cortado, that's calling my name, I think. I'm not really sure what it is, so that's how we're going to find out. This is quite interesting, I want to see this unfold.
History.
This is actually history.
First coffee.
First coffee from the machine, will it be good? What even are these beans? The whole like toughness of the pandemic, it was a big struggle for a lot of people. I think it was just a bit sad to see like the whole world is kind of like changed and like kind of struggling because of a pandemic, and it was a bit like, oh, this is a shame for the whole world. But then it was a good thing, that kind of thing, oh, we're all in this together, so you know, it was a good time to unite, and maybe it gave me time to reflect on my life and reflect on things that are important and maybe not important in my life, and realise how important it is to love what you do and love your sport. And when I did come back, I was missing it so much. I didn't think I'd miss it. I was missing it so much. I was like, oh, I'm so glad to be back here training and actually have something to work, have more structure around my training. Okay, maybe I'm the weirdest. I don't like eggs, I don't like mushrooms, but that's just me. Being a weight category sport, it is very tough. Like, you have to be always considering what weight am I at, even if you're not competing. Like, even now, when we haven't had any competitions for a while and everything's been postponed, you can't go too overboard and get too heavy, because one day you have to come down and lose that weight. So it's just about having a good training weight, managing your weight throughout the whole season. I don't know what Cortado is, but it's not exactly massive. Maybe it is kind of like a little flat white kind of thing. Maybe like half milk, half espresso. But the smell is quite good. The aroma I'm getting from it is quite decent. But who knows? Shall find out. It's okay.
The only sort of difference after COVID, I think obviously all the precautions are in place, everyone's got all the correct equipment, protective wear on, we're in separate groups, so we have like time slots of who's training where. But apart from that, it's got back to as normal as it can be really, just with all like the relevant measures in place.
That session was kind of like, I don't know, for me it was like, let's just kill Joe kind of session, you get me? Like, I was just like trying not to die, but I think that session is like cardiac output session, so it's like maintaining a high pace, a fast pace for a longer period of time, which in the ring will reflect to being able to maintain a higher intensity for a longer period of time.
Mate, we have a Paralympic athlete every year. Will Bailey smashed it, Johnny Peacock, amazing.
You could be the one that wins it.
You never know, you never know. So fingers crossed, that's my 5-year plan. Go Tokyo strictly, go to Paris, qualify for Paris, to go do two Paralympics. That's the goal. I think it's just the end goal of being like a history maker, the first person that's actually qualified a spot for GB. I think that's like a big sort of aim and like motivation to push me forwards, and I think it's just for every other Paralympic athlete out there or Paralympic sort of star that's aiming towards going into parasport. So I think it's just the fact that I'll be inspiring other people, that's my motivation just to keep going till Tokyo.
I always say, this might be very diplomatic, I will say all three of us go to the games and we get 3 medals.